A very good afternoon to the Media Science departmental students, the teachers, and above all, we have Director Abhijit Dasgupta, we have Alokananda Roy, and we have Tejendra Narayan. So it's a galaxy of stars in front of you for a purpose which is very much connected to the 75th year of independence of the country. 150 years birth anniversary of Aurobindo Swami, where the initiative of preparing a documentary on him is definitely something which is really important, and as it'll be shown to y'all, so we are all looking forward to such an exemplary program where we can be together and not only see it, but realize what was the story behind to make 15th August 2022 happen. It was not just a simple story. It was only because of these important personalities could we gain our freedom. It is a day when we can say we are proud to be Indians. এই জায়গায় আসার জন্য অনেক অনেক রক্তক্ষয় হয়েছে, অনেক লোকজন নিজেদের ভীষণ পরিচিত বা ক্লোজ পার্সনসদের হারিয়েছে, তার বদলে আমরা কিন্তু আজকে এই দিনটি পেয়েছি। এপিজে আব্দুল কালাম বলেছিলেন, he had mentioned somewhere that if you need a free India which is filled with beautiful minds, then we should actually look upon those societal members, three types of societal members who can actually make or bring about a difference. They are the father, the mother, and the teacher. And I think as a knowledge management group, Techno India group, with all its teachers, with all the parents of the students, can bring about such a change. So we look forward to a happy, independent India, and we look forward to the documentary that can be shown. But the immense work that has been done by the director and the two personalities has actually made India much more prouder. ভারত আমার ভারতবর্ষ, এই কথাটা বলার সময় আমরা যেন সকলে কেবল খুশি মনে রিপিট না করি, লেট আস বি প্রাউড টু সে আমি আজ একজন ভারতীয়। আমি এক্ষুনি ফ্রেঞ্চ ইউনিভার্সিটি কোলাবোরেশনে আমাদের যে ডিজাইন স্কুলটা শুরু হয়েছে তার ইনগ্রাল প্রোগ্রামে ছিলাম। ইটস দ্য ডিজাইন ইনস্টিটিউট ল্যাব which has been collaborating with Techno India University for its design courses. আমি এই জন্যই অ্যাড করছি যে the people, the initiators were all from France. It is being done in Kolkata, but the lunch menu was biryani, was rasgulla. So somewhere it's not about what we eat, they were enjoying the lunch. That means India has made a space not only in the minds of the foreigners, but also in their choice of menus as well. It's very simple to say, but let us spread the culture, the heritage of India amongst everyone throughout the world, and continue being proud, being an Indian. All the best. Looking forward for such a documentary. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I believe some of you are media students and some of you aspire to become media professionals. You know, when I joined the media way back in August 1963, I think most of your parents would have been kids. It's been a long innings for me, and in it I have gained experience. I've gained some knowledge. You learn something in your class, But unless you can deliver, you achieve nothing. That certificate that you get at the end of the course means nothing unless you get a job. That's the next part. And then the next thing is to excel in your job. And to excel in your job, you will learn something else which is called innovation. In this country, we are experts in innovating things. The documentary you will see has a lot of innovation. The kind of problems that I faced, if I go on telling it, it will take me 15 minutes and we don't have time. But as I mentioned, ultimately what matters is that you need to deliver. Someone else tried this documentary before. I don't know what happened to it. It perhaps did not meet the expectations. So Alokananda, I know her since she was a kid, so I call her, sorry. So she sort of dragged me into this. And let me just share a couple of things with you. I've had the opportunity of interviewing Manik Da, Satyajit over 3-4 hours at a stretch. And certain things he revealed is that, he worked with Pandit Ravi Shankar, he worked with Ustad Ali Akbar Khan, but in his music, in their music, he was never satisfied. They were excellent, in their own fields, they were excellent, super. So we have Pandit Tejendra Narayan here. He is basically a sarod player, an exponent. But where he excels is the music he composes for a film, keeping the duration in mind, keeping the theme, the mood in mind, is very unique. And that is where he delivers. So what I'm trying to tell you is, in your life, you have to deliver. No matter how many degrees you have, unless you can deliver, there's no space for you in this world. So for just media students, I'll request all of you, you have Partho here. I know him for many, many years. I ran a television channel which for 8 long years, in the GRP, we were number 1 for 8 long consistent years. Consistently, we were number 1. You know the difference between TRP and GRP? TRP is one program, one unit. GRP is across all programs. Partho, what he can deliver, what you can learn from Partho, no book can get you that. I can tell you that. So as long as he is here, utilize him fully. The teacher doesn't teach. Please remember, it is up to the students to get everything out of the teacher. Ask him questions. Never stop asking questions. Anyway, all the best. Watch the film. Thank you very much.
Respected Manoshi ji, Alokananda Roy ji, and Abhijit Da, and all the students and all the teachers. I don't know what to say. Only one thing I would like to mention, what Abhijit Da was mentioning about the fulfillment of the dream for a creator. We always need to have the teacher, the guru, but only guru can show the right path. And it's not for getting the job. You need to prove yourself with your extreme, utmost effort to create something which should be unique. And that's how every creator has proven, like Abhijit Da, when you will watch this movie. In my personal note, I would like to add that I didn't know so much about Aurobindo, and probably you will have the same kind of experience. And the way he had his research team and he had done each and every segment of the film, one needs to have that kind of guts and strength to do this kind of film with very, very not very adequate amount of documents what we have. So my job was to underline the music, underline the film. Music, what music can do, it can underline what exactly the director wants to say through his film. So that was my job, and I hope you will enjoy the film. So everybody is waiting for the film to watch, and I think Munnidi has to say something because she is a great pillar of this movie, because right from the beginning she has made a lot of arrangements and with lot of difficulties. So she will share that. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, and a very, very good afternoon to each and every one of you. When I start talking, I can't finish. That's my problem, because there's so much to say, and this is one topic. I always say that I grew up in the invisible arms of Shree Aurobindo. I have seen the mother. I even got married in her presence, in her room. She got me married. So that's a very, very rare opportunity for anybody. I'm blessed. Now, when it came to my work within the prison, even I didn't know that Shree Aurobindo's cell was in Presidency, because in every book it says Alipur Jail, Alipur Jail. It's Presidency, Alipur Jail. So when I walked in there, I didn't realize, I think it is Shree Aurobindo and mother who took me there. But when it came to making this film, as Abhijit Das said, that it was somebody tried to do one before that, and I also tried to help them get access to things in the restricted zone. So what happened was, when the other team had come, they really had easy access to all the places. But, I don't know, maybe that is what happened is that when it came to doing it, remaking it, because as Abhijit Das said that it didn't meet the expectations of the people who were doing it, Shree Aurobindo Society. So they asked me, who do we approach? Who can do it? So I said, the only person I can think of is Abhijit Dasgupta, my Abhijit Da. And because I have grown up seeing his work, and he doesn't only have the intellect, he also has the emotion. The two together, and this emotion he has expressed visually, and the emotion through music has been composed by, I call him Babun, Panditji. And music can actually bring out all the emotions that you want to express, and sometimes you can't do it. Like, when I'm dancing, I need the music to express. Otherwise, it becomes gymnastics. So that's how important music is. Always remember this, that audio is very, very important. Even when, in my productions, I make sure that the audio is really strong. And Tejan has worked with me, and it was a brilliant, brilliant piece of music that he did for me in Amrapali. When it comes to prison, what is it that transforms you? Shree Aurobindo was Shree Aurobindo. Not everybody can be Shree Aurobindo. But I keep telling my boys there, because the women are not there, I keep telling my boys that, he was not only transformed, he became a rishi in the prison. That's why he called it an ashram in his book. But he was flesh and blood like you. So if you want, you can also reach up to a level. Because in a prison, you know, you're confined, and then you have the time to look within. And again, when not everybody can look within like Shree Aurobindo, what helped my boys and girls to transform in their own way was through rhythm, music, movements. So everything combined can make a difference. So if you want to, I always tell people tell me that you have changed them, you have transformed them. I have not. I just held their hand. If they didn't want to transform themselves, I couldn't have done it. So it's their credit. And I think it was easier because it was a space where they could concentrate, they could look within. They didn't have the mind of Shree Aurobindo. They don't have that mind. But Shree Aurobindo has taught us that a prison can also be an ashram. He was a radical freedom fighter, right? He believed in armed revolution. And from that to transform into this, I think we should look at, I mean, not that I would suggest anybody to land up in prison, but it can change a person from within. And Shree Aurobindo has showed the way to all of us. And today when we see independent India, Abhijit has been, you know, he has also showed the others. And because this generation needs to know. The people who gave their life for our independence, I hope we respect that and love our country and give our best, not be selfish. Let's, at least what we have, we should give. And it should be selfless love for the country. Thank you so much, and a very, very happy Independence Day. And I pray to Shree Aurobindo that he gives all of us the insight that he had attained inside.
Bande Mataram. During his undergraduate days in Presidency College, Calcutta, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was greatly inspired by Shree Aurobindo. He writes, Aurobindo Ghosh was easily the most popular leader in Bengal.
মহাবীর সবে গিয়েছেন সংকট যাত্রায়, যার কাছে আরাম লজ্জিত শির নত করিয়াছে, মৃত্যু ভুলিয়াছে ভয়, সেই বিধাতার শ্রেষ্ঠ দান, আপনার পূর্ণ অধিকার চেয়েছ দেশের হয়ে অকুণ্ঠ আশায়, সত্যের গৌরব তৃপ্ত প্রদীপ্ত ভাষায়।